What up, folks? I'm ultrazillatoys to have a review of the Jurassic World Amber Collection T-Rex, Tyrannosaurus Rex from the Lost World at Jurassic Park. So Jurassic Park Amber Collection, just the Amber Collection. And this is the juvenile T-Rex, and he comes with 1, 2, 3 Cosmies. I'll just go on compies, because the actual name is just too hard for me. Anywho, I've had this a while, as you can see here, and I never reviewed it. Yeah, Amber Collection, remember that? It was the precursor to the, oh god, this box is wrecked, I can't wait to get rid of it. The precursor to, of course, the beloved Hammond Collection. This didn't work out because they went with a 1/12 scale. To start, and that was a bad call. We've since got the juvenile T-Rex in the Hammond Collection, which I hope I could find so we could do a little comparison. But yeah, I've had this for quite a while, obviously. Just never reviewed it. Just went into my backlog for whatever reason. I usually reviewed the dinosaurs really quick, but after doing our pal, the Scutosaurus, hey dog, this week I felt like doing more dinos, and I was like, let me go to the backlog, see what I got, and I came up with this and one other that you'll have to tune in tomorrow to see what it is. Not an Amber Collection, but something very interesting and unique for dinosaurs, and we'll check that out tomorrow. But for now, we have a little baby T-Rex and some friends to do, so without any further ado, let's get to that review. And there's our little T-Rex out of the package. He's kind of cool. He doesn't feel quite exactly like the Hammond Collection, but close. You can see where they were going. But first, before we get to him, it does come with this little stand, which probably would help him, because he stands a little odd. So we'll get feeties in there. The Amber Collection. So yeah, there you go. Little stand. Now we get these two items. One is a leg wrap that you can put on his leg because it's an injured T-Rex. So that goes, I can't remember which exact leg. I guess I could look at it, but it's like maybe that leg. Let's see. Oh, it doesn't show us. The packaging doesn't show us. Boo. But you know, you can put it on any leg you want. Have fun. But as you can see, it just kind of clips in. Or it doesn't. Let's see. Come on. Clip it. Yeah, there we go. So, there you go. It works. He's got an injured leg. I don't know if it's the right one. And this one was a little like muzzle, I believe, for his mouth. So he doesn't scream and call for mama. It's got a little buckle on there. There's a belt, actually. So, yeah. That's actually pretty good looking. And this is fine too, so there you go. I guess when we find the other T-Rex, if we find it, you know, we could compare and contrast and see if we put that in the right spot. As stated, we get 3 compies with this set, and the articulation for these are just at the legs, like a little, you know, swivel, and the jaw. And it's funny because I guess I did do an unboxing of this set along with other stuff. I can't imagine just doing an unboxing of this set. Must have been in like a haul of the week at some point. And then, because I removed, obviously, one of these, as you saw, and I had removed his little, you know, clips. So, yeah. I guess I did unbox it at some point. That's why the box was like a wreck. But anywho, these guys look pretty good. The legs seem to pop out pretty easy, but not bad looking. It's got a lot of detail. You see the paint on the back. It's pretty good. See, you can see it's a duotoned here. So it's green and this beige color. The beige dino color. This one's a little slack in the mouth. Ah! Very Muppety. But like from here it looks good. Like the eye look good on both sides. They're just painted on, I think. Yeah, it's glossy. This one's not as slack. And what about this guy? Maybe a little bit slack the other way. But it is not so bad. You know, there's little arms here. Legs. It's a decent sculpt. I mean, for sure, it's a decent sculpt. Like, check that out closer. Not so bad, right? These aren't so bad, the little compies, little annoying little guys. But you know, they don't stand very well from what I been playing with here. But I'm sure you could get them to stand. Ah, there we go. We got one. And then, you know, two. We're gonna go 2 for 2 here, and then maybe 3 for 3. We'll see. Come on. Yeah. Yeah, little compies. Cack, cack, cack. I don't remember what they sound like. Did they sound like that? They sound like they should go cack, cack, cack. But there you go. That's how big they are compared to the T-Rex. All right. So as for said little T-Rex, he does have articulation in the mouth. It's cool. Oh, they all fell down. And then the neck. And then the arms there. And at the elbows. And at the wrists even. So that was a bit different than the others. You know, than the Hammond collection. Which is good. It still doesn't have anything here. But the wrists are pretty good. And that goes there. That does that, and then you got that, and that. And then the tail is on a ball joint, and it is a bendy wire. So, yeah. So, that's the articulation on this guy. He looks pretty good. He feels Hammond collection-like. There's something different feeling maybe about the arms. It's close. It's in the ballpark. Like, it doesn't feel that far off. But it does. It's weird. Like, it doesn't feel quite like the same plastic, which is interesting. But let's see how it looks, you know, down the chest here. It's okay. This is very similar type paint. That's for sure. You know, the shading looks pretty good. You see a couple of different tones in there, like some of this color. I don't know if that's a mistake. All of that, but it comes over here too. Kind of looks like a mistake, but I mean, it's a dinosaur, so I don't know if that's just meant to look more natural. There's a little bit on this side too, but it's mostly like glopped on this way, so I don't know. The tail matches decently well. It's a little bit of a different color, but it's not so bad. Like, you can't really tell unless you're really, really looking at it. The sculpt is okay on the tail. It's not as good. Texture-wise here, you see some muscles and stuff. But I think the paint is decent enough. The sculpt work, you got the scooties and stuff, the nails, they look pretty good. Again, we saw this. Ribs in there. These arms are pretty good. Again, this is like definitely a difference than the Hammond collection. It definitely looks different the way they did this, but it looks pretty good. Got some nice, like, you know, bone structure in the, you know, on the sides here. The head going up from the neck looks pretty good. The mouth looks decent enough. Again, it's kind of typical of how they do things. Nothing crazy there. You see all these same colors in Hammond. The eyes, again, this is older, so it doesn't have the glass eyes, but it's pretty good, I think. Painted very well on both sides. Yellow, like a goldish yellow. It might just be yellow. It might just be the way the light is shining on it. Yellow with the black. It looks pretty good. I gotta say, it's done very well. The eye ridge looks good. Top of the head looks pretty good. So, I don't know. It's pretty decent. There's no doubt about it. It's pretty decent. I feel like this still has a nice little place in the collection. Now that it's out with the rest of the dinos and stuff, I do have some amber stuff still floating around. I think I might have sold some. I don't know. Or this guy might be something to sell. I'm not sure yet, but either way, he's not bad. And it was cool to look at him now all these years later. And, you know, the last 3 years now of Hammond, like, ruling everything. It's kind of cool to go back a few years and check out what they were doing before. And it's good. And you can see how it evolved from this to the Hammond. Pretty well. It was definitely a good decision to evolve, because 1/12 scale, I love 1/12 scale, but it doesn't really work I feel like for the dinos. 1/18 works a lot better. And for your size comparison, first up here is the juvenile T-Rex and the compies with some Hammond collection figures, so you can see how it scales. It's about the same size, the T-Rex, as the Hammond collection raptors. You can see that there with blue. So that's pretty interesting. Here they are with a couple other kids that we like. But here's the set with the juvenile T-Rex that's from the Hammond collection. So we could check it out first off. Yeah, I was wrong. And it goes much higher. It didn't seem right. So let's make it right so everybody doesn't go crazy. Thankfully, I do my thumbnail last. So, then, maybe you won't notice. But, I'm sure there's people that watched the video and they were like screaming, it's on the wrong leg. Okay, relax. Everybody just take a chill pill. We'll get there. We're done. Look, it's on there. Okay, so there you go. The colors are very interesting, right? Like, this is very, very muted on the Hammond, and this is very bright. I can't remember which is right, but they look pretty good. Obviously, the arms are different. And again, feel-wise, they feel different, I mean, they're still doing the same thing with the tails, but even the materials used for the tails feel different. This one is, like, very, like, I don't know, almost sticky. Not sticky, but, like, I don't know. Maybe it's because it's older. But yeah, the materials don't quite feel the same. A little more gummy maybe on this overall. So there's that. Yeah, and the sculpt is different if you were wondering. It's not the same sculpt. But yeah, they didn't use the glass eyes here either. I guess this was pre-glass eye. But yeah, there you go. There's the comparison. You can see how much bigger the old one is compared to the new one. And then you could just take a guess, like, if they would continue this line, which they didn't past a few, like how much bigger they would have needed to get on some of these things. And it just wouldn't have worked out cost-wise or just, like, your collection-wise. Where are you putting all this stuff? Hammond collection was definitely a way better way to go. So, but I do like the colors on this a lot. I like how vibrant it is. And my final thoughts, you know what? It was great to finally do this. I almost forgot I had it, like I just kept neglecting it, but like it's a cool little set. It's good to look at the old stuff. I love doing the backlog reviews. It's been fun. This was a good one to do, like, again, the Scutosaurus, shout out to that Scutosaurus, which I really, really like. From the Hammond collection, just made me go, yeah, let's do some more dinos. Let's see what I got. And like I said, I had this, and something else. And who knows if there's anything else buried in there. But as far as, like, straight up dinos, yeah. This and this other thing that I'm going to be reviewing is it. But, like, this is cool. This is very cool. I really liked it. The colors are interesting. The feel is interesting. It's, like, again, after, reviewing so much of the Hammond collection, most of it, since inception, like, I would say 95% of it, like, except for a couple of the exclusives, like, this is interesting to go back to, and to see where the Hammond collection started, because it did start here, like, no doubt about it. This is the basis for it. They changed the name, they changed the size, but yeah, these guys, it started here. The idea of a collector's line from Mattel for Jurassic collectors started here, so, and it like seamlessly went into Hammond. Like, it went, like, right away. Like, there was no giant gap. It was just like, all right, we're just switching to Hammond, then we're switching to 1/18, changing the name and stuff. But yeah, it's interesting. It definitely is. And there you go. That's my review. Hope you dug it. Let me know your thoughts down below. And if you're new to the channel, why don't you go ahead and sub yourself for daily content, and let me help you diversify your collection with some dinosaurs. Until next time, peace out, peace.